got your smile gracing these walls, baby. You're a whole lot of something to come home to at the end of the day, and that's what I do, baby. I'm loving where your loving takes me. You put the sun in sunny, honey and honey, the tea and turning me on. The spice in the cooking, good and good looking in the sweet in the home sweet home. Oh, you put a new twist on a woman's touch, spin me around, tears me up, little darling. You put the living in the life I'm living in, and I'm living in, loving every minute of it, little darling. You put the good in good night, good morning. You put the sun in sunny, honey and honey, the tea in turning me on. The spice in the cooking, good and good looking in the sweet in the home sweet home. Cooking good and good looking in the sweet in the home sweet home. You put the sun in sunny, honey and honey, the tea and turning me on. Spice in the cooking good and good looking in the sweet in the home sweet home. You put the spice in the cooking good and good looking in the sweet in the home sweet home.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flattened, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime habit. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak, and I'm smiling 'cause you're right on time. And finally, hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. be way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst tattoo and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you.
Her name is Shayna G with our Friday anthem song, Hello Friday. It is here, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the weekend. And here in the United States, it is Labor Day weekend. So Monday is Labor Day, the last of unofficial weekend of summer. The kids are already back to school, and I'll tell you what, the traffic outside is crazy. We hope you are in and out of that so you can listen to this show for the next 3 hours and have a good time listening to what I call New Country's Best. And Home Sweet Home, my good friend Mike Hernandez from Texas, kicking off the show tonight. Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I am broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We've got a great live show for you tonight. Like I mentioned, 3 hours of the best in new country music, but a couple of great radio interviews tonight as well. Mike Corrales from Texas is going to be up first, and then Fran Sell from Nashville, Tennessee is going to join me in hour number 2. You're going to get to hear the stories behind their songs, and I'll tell you what, when I push the play button, I went to school for this too. One great song after another, and it's just fantastic. So you're going to enjoy tonight's program. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay the program, like great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, down to roadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, Hot and Funky Radio. We are also on KWradio.com, and tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central Time to midnight, I will be on 98.1 KOZX, the Haas FM. They just came out with a brand new app, and I posted that on my Facebook that you can download the app for free, and you can listen to that show from your mobile device tomorrow night as well. You can also stream the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming platforms like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, wherever you stream music. Just Google search the Tim Kelly Show, and you too will be listening to New Country's Best. The next song that we're going to play is brand new from my good friend State Line Saints, who I happen to be wearing their hat they just sent me right now. It is called Dirty Water from State Line Saints on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I was born where the river sways, where brass and bourbon paint the days. But when the levee broke, I saw the truth. Dirty water don't care about you. It came creeping, black and cold, swallowing stories that'll never be told. Dirty water rising high, took our homes, left us dry. Carry the lost, carry the blame. Government turned away in shame. Dirty water, I can still hear the cries. New Orleans bleeding under heavy skies. Bodies floating where the streetcars ran. A mother praying with a child in her hand. No rescue came, no helping hand. Just dirty water swallowing the land. And every drop was a broken vow. Can you hear the silence now? Dirty water rising high, took our homes, left us dry. Carry the lost, carry the blame. Government turned away in shame. Dirty water, I can still hear the cries. New Orleans bleeding under soul that died alone. The streets are haunted, the brass band moans, but this city still calls me home. Dirty water rising high, took our homes, left us dry. Carry the lost, carry the blame, but you can't wash away our name. Dirty water, I can still hear the cries. New Orleans bleeding under heavy skies. Yeah, yeah, the water was dirty, but the heart stayed clean, and we built it back on broken dreams.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Life can be like a dance without the music, blowing through the memories of my mind. The dreams that I once had have been left so far behind. The regrets of a dreamer are mine. Yes, the regrets of a dreamer are mine. As I look back on all my dreams, so many that passed me by, but it's the few that were realized. They are the fabric of my life and times, the smiles, the purpose, the tears and goodbyes. That's my life, my story, my time. Life can be like a dance without the music, blowing through the memories of my mind. The dreams that I once had have been left so far behind. The regrets of a dreamer are mine. Yes, the regrets of a dreamer are mine. Together we walk this winding road, hand in hand and sometimes apart. Those dreams we had always fuel for tomorrow. The stumbles, the laughter, and even the pain. So many dreams, they still remain. Life can be like a dance without the music, blowing through the memories of my mind. The dreams that I once had have been left so far behind. The regrets of a dreamer are mine. Yes, the regrets of a dreamer are mine. Dreams can bring you hope in the good times and bad. They bring the smile to your face even when you're feeling sad. Dreams keep you looking forward toward all the possibilities. Those dreams are what can set you free. Those dreams are what can set you free. Life can seem like a dance without the music, blowing through the memories of my mind. The dreams that I once had have been left so far behind. The regrets of a dreamer are mine. Yes, the regrets of a dreamer are mine.
The regrets of a dreamer are mine.
A lot of these artists that I'm playing tonight on New Music Friday are making their radio debut and getting played on this program for the very first time. He is one of them, Mike Suds Sadinsky. That is called Regrets of a Dreamer, and we booked a radio interview for a little bit later on. You got to check out my full live radio interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I've got some good ones coming up, and some good ones coming up tonight. Mike Corellis and Fran Sell are going to join me on the program, and we've got a few more songs to go, and we will get to our first one with Mike, who is hanging out with us over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. So come over there and say hello to the artists that we're talking to tonight, and you can also find me on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm also on Facebook on my personal Facebook account. Billy Payne is up next. His great song is called I'll Find It Where I Can. Man, get on the radio and rip off the knob. Go to KICR Indie Country Radio. We are playing New Country's Best right now on New Music Friday.
It's another wasted morning, and I'm bouncing off the wall. Too much swarming makes me wonder why I'm headed home at all. I get that honky-tonk feeling every time your arms roll cold. That could be the reason I need a home away from home. So I'll say it one more time, and I hope you'll understand. If I can't find it in your arms, babe, I'll find it where I can. I can't refuse them lonely women. Lord, I know just how they feel. So I'll keep right on pretending what you've been giving me is real. I get that honky-tonk feeling every time your arms grow cold. That could be the reason, and I hope you'll understand. If I can't find it in your arms, babe, I'm gonna get it where I can.
New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
Truly believe that I can be so much stronger if I dare to try. Gotta leave, no longer am I scared to fly. I pack my bags, I clean my gun, I'm headed west into the sun. I'm moving on, I'm leaving flat with my whole life strapped to my back. Yeah, I thought we could make it, thought I could fake it, and nobody could tell. Well, I'm a fool, with all my heart I wish you well. Been hanging around this town so long, feel barely alive. Been playing all the same old songs at the same old dives. Yeah, I know that the only one to blame is me. Gotta go and be the change I want to see. I miss so many folks I love back home, but I gotta go. If I wanna grow, yeah, I wanna grow. I pack my bags, I clean my gun. I'm headed west into the sun. I'm moving on, I'm leaving the flat with my whole life strapped to my back. Yeah, I thought we could make it, thought I could fake it, and nobody could tell. Well, I'm a fool with all my heart. I wish you well. Well, I'm a fool with all my heart. I wish you well. Well, I'm a fool with all my heart. I wish you well.
His name is Mitch Barker. That is Mitch Barker Music. If you want to check him out all over social media and like him on, follow him on Facebook, he's got a great tune right there called Wish You Well. Well, we have someone in the TikTok chat room that had surgery just recently. My good friend Donna. We want to wish her well as well and hope she heals up real fast. And thanks for being here tonight. And we hope you guys are having a great start to your Labor Day weekend. Thanks for spending it with me on the Tim Kelly Show. Let's get fired up and filled up right now. That's the title of this next song. Angela Singh is who she is, S-E-N-G. And this is her song right here on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Got a smile on my face, little dance in my step. Folks think I want some money, but they ain't got it yet. All around the local town, they're starting to inquire. I got fired up and filled up with that Holy Ghost power. Things sure are different, like we've never seen. Ever since that tip revival came up from Abilene, people's hearts are changing, even their desires getting fired up and filled up with that Holy Ghost power. Some folks got so excited they ran all the way back home when the whole place started shaking beneath the power of the Lord. Miracles and wonders lasted for hours, getting fired up and filled up with that Holy Ghost power. Things sure are different, like we've never seen. Ever since that tip revival came up from Abilene, people's hearts are changing, even their desires getting fired up and filled up with that Holy Ghost power. Jenkins was the tightest man in town till the Holy Spirit hit him and he landed on the ground. Well, he took off to the low bank, bought roads from the fire. He got fired up and filled up with that Holy Ghost power. Things sure are different, like we've never seen. Ever since that tip revival came up from Abilene, people's hearts are changing, even their desires getting fired up and filled up with that Holy Ghost power. Oh, things sure are different, like we've never seen.
and you're listening to Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Drove down from Maine with my mama to chase a Nashville dream. Got music in my soul and a fire in my heart. All the lights are green. Don't you dare underestimate me. Not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville dream. Don't let the critics slow you down. Don't let the bullies push you around. It's up to you to do what you wanna do. Not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville dream. One life is all you've got. Take a chance and shoot your shot. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. Oh, not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville This Nashville.
Her name is Madeline Treasure. That is called Nashville Dream. She just told us in our live chat room over here at TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air that she was 9 years old when she wrote and recorded this song. She just turned 11 a week or two ago and had a birthday. So happy belated birthday again, Madeline. And she's hanging out with us right now, like I said, over here at Tim Kelly on Air on TikTok. She had a new EP that just dropped last night. So go like and follow Madeline Treasure on social media and get your hands on that EP. It is going to be fantastic, and I've got some new cuts off of it as well. We look forward to playing lots more Madeline Treasure on the radio. I'm going to play one more song, and then we're going to get Mike Corellis in here for a first great radio interview of the evening. Jared Doss is up next. This is called Road Dog on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Looking over to your side, a window down at 45. And I can't help but sit inside, decide what I want. I look away 'cause I can't take the face you make when we gotta break. 'Cause I feel the same damn ache, I get it all too well. My home is on this road, and no four walls could bear the load. But this tail slapping on them posts, so I'm docking locked away. This dog on a be kenneled up. I'm so close I can touch the dream that's on the run. And this life is taking me through the mud, but it's heading where I want. So I'm following road dog. Out there is where I'll be. This road is home to me. This dog don't wanna be kenneled up. I'm so close I can touch the dream that's on the run. This life has taken me through the mud, but it isn't where I want, so I'm following the blood. This dog don't wanna be kenneled up. I'm so close I can touch the dream that's on the run. And this life has taken me through the mud, but it isn't where I want, so I'm following the blood. I'm a road dog.
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and we've got some great radio interviews tonight. I've been looking forward to talking to this next gentleman. He is up first tonight. Mike Corellis, how are you, my friend?
Hey, man, I'm too blessed to be depressed there, Tim. How about yourself?
Same way here, man. I'm in Branson, Missouri. You're down there in Texas, and, man, I'm loving your music. That Texas country's pretty hot, too.
Well, man, I appreciate that. That means a lot, you know. I really do. I appreciate you sharing our music and stuff, and I just hope it keeps on going the way it's going for us.
Man, I hope so, too. I found you, I believe, on YouTube. I have this TV channel called ICTV, or Indie Country Television, and it feeds me all of these YouTube, even if it's just audio. And I found you, and I thought you had a unique name, and so I click on it, and the first song I hear is just fantastic, and we've been buddies ever since, man. I've been looking forward to this one tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me too. And it's amazing how, you know, our path has crossed and
Yep.
and everything.
Yep,
Met
and
some real good people through your show.
yeah, I was
also,
just
you
going to
know.
say that you have made connections with other great artists. I'm still going to interview Wes Ryan from Texas. We got Terrence Hart. We got a bunch of them that you've connected with, male and female, you know, and you guys are going to do some great things together. I'm sure there's going to be some songs written, maybe some duets come out of stuff, and it's going to be fun.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about your journey in country music, because you're not originally from Texas. You was telling me before we got started you were in Florida for a while.
Hey, and Tim, do I ever have a story for you? I grew up, born and raised in Pensacola, Florida, and actually the outskirts of it in the same county, Escambia County there, and it was called the Northern Florida-Bama line. You know, you got the beach one and you got the northern one. We were on the country side of the Florida-Bama line there. So I grew up there, born in 1977. I remember riding in the back seat of the station wagon. You know, I call it the back seat, but whatever that area is, all the way in the back.
Yeah.
You had to have seat belts. Dad would have driving the station wagon, have his arm around Mama, playing the radio. You know, singing some Elvis and some Johnny Lee, Conway, Kenny Rogers, George Jones, and I'm back there playing with my Tonka trucks, trying to hang in there with them and sing too.
Uh-huh.
And you know, that the 80s music is what really inspired me to just always. That's where my heart's been in the country music, you know. And the 90s is great too, but
Yeah.
just that 80s is what brought me in. But go ahead with your next question.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, you know, at what point did you start singing other than in the car and realize that you had a voice? Did your mom and dad say, hey, you can sing pretty good, you need to keep doing that?
All right, you sitting down for this one, Tim?
I am.
All right. Imagine a little 5 or 6 year old boy, you know, back in around 1982 to 83, somewhere in that area, falling in love with a country singer named Sylvia.
Oh.
That went by the name just Sylvia.
Yeah.
Whenever I seen her on TV, you know, mom and dad, they used to do the two-step, had real big into country music, you know, they had all kind of dance trophies they would win.
Mm-hmm.
And we were always, you know, listening to country music. One day I saw the TV had this woman up there, and she had her a single called Nobody.
Yep.
And man, it sounded good to me, and that song just stayed in my head, and I kept singing it over and over and over. And whenever I seen that woman on TV, I said, man, she is so pretty. And next thing I know, she came to Pensacola there, and they were having a blood drive and some promotion, and Sylvia was going to be there handing out pictures with her signed autograph on it. And I convinced Dad to go give blood for that. We got up there, Tim, and I want you to know that was just the coolest day ever for a kid to experience. I don't know how it wound up happening, but I walked away from Dad. She was sitting at a table. There was no one in line at that point, and I walked over there by her, and she started talking to me. And
wow.
She eventually asked me what my favorite song was and things, and I was telling her, Nobody was what I liked. And we were hanging out there for a few minutes, and I remember just the smile she had was just made you feel just like a mother smile, just made you feel good.
Uh-huh.
And so she asked me, she says, well, why don't you sing it with me? She sat there, and next thing I knew, Tim, now I was telling you about the station wagon and Dad having his arm around Mama,
yeah,
singing to her. She's sitting at that little table. I put my arm around her neck, swaying back and forth, singing Nobody with her. And
cool.
And I thought that was the coolest thing. And people were, if they would have had cell phones back then, they would have been, putting it all over internet, I believe. It was just the coolest moment. But people, they clapped and stuff. But she, was there. I just thought it was so cool.
That is an amazing story. Sylvia and I have been Facebook friends for a number of years. She goes by Sylvia Kirby now, and she has not aged at all since Nobody came out, I don't believe.
Right. And, well, if she hears this, I just want to let her know, hey, Sylvia, it's because of you. I'm doing the country music thing now, so...
Wow, that is awesome.
Forget that day.
I'm gonna tag her in this interview. How about that?
Okay.
We'll let her know about it. Man, that is a cool story. And I started as a young man talking into an empty Folgers coffee can, getting that little bit of reverb because I wanted to be on the radio so bad. And I would do an intro of announcing over the songs. They call it hitting the post now on radio, and I didn't even know what that was when I was a little kid. To try to stop talking before you start singing and introducing songs. And that's what I do is, introduce you guys to the world, because I believe there's so much good music out there, and you included, and untapped talent that is yet to be discovered. It just blows my mind what lands in my email.
I'm telling you, there's some good stuff out there right now, Tim.
There is.
You look, and it's there.
Yeah, and that Texas country music scene, we opened up with that. It is really hot, other than it being August in the state of Texas. The heat-wise is hot, too. But, you got a totally different a deal going on down there with that red dirt country and all of the stuff they got going on in Texas. They got Texas Regional Radio. They've got their own reporting charts. They got a lot of cool stuff going on for the independent artists and the big names.
Yes, they do, Tim. Been in Texas for the last 15 and a half years.
Mm-hmm.
And like we mentioned, come from Pensacola. So, I kind of have a blend, I believe, in between the Texas and the maybe Florida, Georgia side of things,
Yep. And you have not met him maybe in person, but my young good friend Anthony Price, that was just on my show for the second time, 17 years young, so talented. He's down there from Texarkana, Texas, and he's been doing quite well in getting his music out there for a young man. He's got an old soul and loves that traditional country music, and I'm sure you do too. The pedal steel and all of that stuff. Alabama said you got to have a fiddle in the band, that kind of stuff.
Yes, you do. If you're going to play in Texas, you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're doing quite well, not only in the state of Texas, but all over the world. You were telling me here off the air that, on TikTok, that format that we're broadcasting on right now, you've had some videos get up there into the millions. So that's awesome.
Yes, sir. That was Choose Wisely. You know, it kicked off real good and fast. It had over 6.6 million hits on it on TikTok.
Yep.
You know, they had over 17,000 different videos that was made to that song also.
That is awesome. And you helped us a few weeks ago set a record for people tapping the screen and giving us hearts on this program. We did 169,000, and you guys will probably break that one of these nights, but it is awesome to have you in the show and you hang out for almost the whole 3 hours. I love that kind of support, and I wished I had 1 million Mike Corellis.
Yeah, and Tim, I tell you, we appreciate the support that you give us too down here on with the local artists and things. And being new to this, it's important that we have someone like you, a voice for us that can get us heard. I mean, you have stations all the way from Canada to Texas that plays your show. So.
Yep, we're going to put you in Belgium and Sweden and Denver, Colorado, and Ireland. We got it all over the place, and so that's good stuff. And I just love that kind of technology with one push of the button that can happen.
It is awesome, I tell you that. That's for sure.
Sure is. Well, so is your music, and our tagline is called New Country's Best. That's our X account, formerly Twitter, at New Country's Best, by the way. And I can definitely say it behind every one of your songs. And I'm just blown away when one of yours comes in the email. It's immediately within 30 seconds getting loaded up.
And man, that's great. That's
Yep.
You're going to make my head so big, Tim, I'm going to have to go outside just to change my mind.
That's
man.
right. That's right. Don't become a DJ and have to wear headphones. They won't fit.
I'm telling you.
Thank you for that. We appreciate it. What would I say? The title of the first song we're going to play tonight. Tell us about this one.
Okay, that's one I wrote about my father. That was the first one that got everything kicked off. Back in March 7th, I finished writing this song, and I was telling you, I have a little studio here that I got set up, and I had the song recorded and all made up. Never thought that I was going to put it on the radio like I did. Just thought maybe I was going to take it and put it to, Dad's funeral. The funeral home has a page that you can put memories and things, and that's where I originally planned to post it. Mm-hmm. But I knew that this song, even though it has a couple personal items in it that, specifically for me, like one of the things in the song says, tell your beautiful wife and that grandson of mine that I'll be seeing them soon, and just never thought it would be from up above is the rest of the line. But it wound up being too good to just keep for myself. I felt like, it could help someone else, because Tim, I was looking for a song that could just really fit. And Dad, when he passed away, there was no goodbye. There was no notice, and nothing indicated that he was, fixing to leave this world. And, he woke up, he got dressed, and had a cup of coffee, and had a massive heart attack, and that's how we lost him. At a young age, 69. Mm-hmm. So I felt like, the world needed to hear it and might be able to help. And, lo and behold, man, I tell you, I've had so many people reach out to me and say, Mike, man, that song hits, happened with Dad or Granddad, or went through this with Mom, just lost him at an instant. Even though it had some personal things in there, like I mentioned, it still hit home. Yeah. And, man, Tim, when I knew, I played that song for my wife after I cut it, and I told her, I said, baby, come here. And she sat down right there on my knee in the living room, and I played it for her. And she started crying, and I knew that's whenever I could touch somebody without having to use my hands to touch them. And that's how I wanted to, to do it. I knew that song meant a lot.
That is an amazing story, and you tell me after every one of the interviews that I do that, hey, that's a great interview. I love that because I want them all to be different. I don't really ask any prepared questions. I just let you tell your stories, and it resonates with people, and you get to do these in front of live people, and see their reactions, the tears and all of that when you're out there doing the live shows. And we're doing a live one tonight, and people are really going to benefit from hearing these songs, and you don't know around the world who you're helping by telling these stories, but I love you guys for doing that, man. That's awesome.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it too, and just being able to get it out there and let others hear it that need to.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to play that, and then we're going to come back and talk about that song that basically went viral on TikTok. It's called Choose Wisely. His name is Mike Corellis, with us live tonight on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
For being a tough old man, I never understood how much you loved me until you were not here to love me anymore. I never knew how much I missed you until that day. Thank you for everything you showed me, everything you taught me. Thank you for making me walk that straight line. I never understood back then you were just preparing me for this day. I wish I could have spent one last day. With you before we lost you, I would have forgave you for everything I blamed you for. I would have asked you to forgive me for all the blame. I would have told you how much I looked up to you. I would have shared a few stories I never had a chance to tell you. I would have told you how much fun I had when you last visited us, and how it hurt to watch you leave and go back home. I never thought I would lose you without having a chance to say goodbye. It's so hard losing you and not getting to say goodbye. I know you're up there still watching over me and sending advice just in different ways. I appreciate all you have done and everything you taught me. You left so many questions, so many memories, so many tears of laughter and fear without you here. I remember the last words you told me. Goodbye is forever. I will see you later. Tell that beautiful wife of yours and my grandson I'm coming to see y'all soon. I just never knew it would be from up above. Thank you for everything you showed me, everything you taught me. Thank you for making me walk that straight line. I remember the last words you told me. Goodbye is forever. I will see you later. Tell that beautiful wife of yours and my grandson I'm coming to see y'all soon. I just never knew it would be from up above. I just never knew it would be from up above.
His name is Mike Corellis. That is called What Would I Say? And I'll tell you what, I guarantee you that was a tough song to do, but we're glad you did it, man. That is going to help so many people, and we're sorry for the loss of your father, but thank you for making that great song.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you playing that for us, Tim.
You are welcome. The next one is called Choose Wisely, and I'll tell you, I mess with this one a little bit because when it comes to choosing music, you need to choose wisely. If you want to listen to real country, this is the place to be. I love playing it, but tell us the real story behind Choose Wisely.
Well, you know, growing up, I was close to my mom's parents, my grandparents, and I mean, they were like, you know, the second mom and dad to us, and they had a lot of things that came from when they were growing up that they continue to try to pass down, and one of the sayings were, you better choose wisely. And I remember going in to a store with them at Christmas time and spending some Christmas money, and they're telling me when I was about 10, 12, you better choose wisely now. Make sure, because you've only got this amount to spend. Make sure that's what you want. And if you don't, there's repercussions behind it. To make a long story short, the decisions that we make, especially when choosing the right person in a relationship, that person, Dad said it a little differently. They can either make you or break you, the person that you decide to, be with, and which is true. But finding the right one, and how important it is to find the right one, and it's a lot of times, people don't take relationships serious anymore like they once did.
Yeah.
But it's important to share that message I felt, and it wound up being a good song. If you don't break and the song talks about a woman, if you don't break her trust, she'll have you back all the way through the end, man. And if you pick the right one, like the song tells you about in the first part of the song, the first verse, I mean, it's dead on.
Yeah.
And just some advice I wish I would have listened to before I wind up getting married to the wrong one the first time, and just thankful I found the right one now, and being with the right one sure did allow me to add to the lyrics of this song, because she'd fight to the end for me, and
that is awesome.
She got my back.
And that's what I talk about a lot in these interviews too. There's nothing like having that family support when you're trying to do this music business. You put business behind music, and then it totally changes everything, doesn't it? And it's not an easy business, and you've got to have that support from your better half, your kids, if there's any involved, and all of that, your family, because they're what keeps you going. They come to your live shows, they back you 150%. That's great to see, and I'm glad you have that now.
Yes, sir. I mean, the song just hits on the importance of, love, trust, and commitment. And, if you do the person right and do the right thing, find the right person, I mean, the sky's the limit for you.
Yeah, and it goes well with this third song that's going to kick off the top of the next hour, because you only get one shot. That's the title of it. Tell us about it.
Okay, you only get one shot is also some advice that the grandparents had gave when growing up, and I felt like this song could benefit someone that never heard some of the things that it speaks of. It starts off with the temper trick you, son. Breathe before you swing. I mean, take you a couple of breaths. Calm down. Use a pause. Just pause before you wind up saying the wrong thing. Tim, Granddaddy said, he said, son, I'm going to tell you. He says, the things that can help you at the moment can hurt you for life.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, it may feel good at that moment, but it's going to have some consequences behind it.
Yeah.
Especially when you go and take a shortcut in things. And I've seen a lot of friends of mine growing up, Tim, that could have used some advice that my grandparents had gave me, and it's just a song that can teach you a couple of things if you pay attention to it.
Grandparents are the best, man. They started that tradition for me of bringing us to Branson, Missouri, and I thought, man, well, how cool is this place? I want to live here one of these days. So I made that move 13 years ago, and I have to still credit my grandparents, for that. And yes, you're right. The advice that they give, I mean, it's priceless. You can't buy that in the stores or anything like that.
No, you can't, Tim. And, one of the things I mentioned in that song is Granddaddy always said, the bridges don't rebuild once they're burned.
Right.
And they don't. And if they do, they're not the same as once they once were, and always pick your battles.
Yeah.
If it don't look like you can win, don't pick the wrong battle.
Right. And I let you pick the songs tonight too, because I knew you had so many good ones that I didn't even want to program this show and this interview, so I let you do it, and you picked 3 great ones, my friend.
Man, I appreciate that, Tim.
You're welcome.
I do.
I appreciate your music. Where can folks find Mike Corellis on social media? And by the way, when I looked at your website and I clicked the music tab, I saw me on there in this radio interview. So thanks for top billing on your website too, man.
Yes, sir. That's how we roll, Tim. I mean, we got to take care of each other, and you're definitely doing that to so many of us down here on this end, and we appreciate it more than you can imagine. You can find me at MikeCorellisMusic.com, or I'm on all the platforms too, all the major platforms. You can find my music there also.
Awesome. Well, hey, have a great weekend, and it's getting close to the end of summer. Things should start cooling down, but I guarantee you the music scene is going to be hot for a while with you in it, my friend.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. I really do, and we're going to do our best.
You are welcome. Thanks for a great radio interview. This is our first, won't be our last, and I guarantee I'll be seeing you in future shows. It's always a pleasure when you come in, and we have a good time over here on TikTok, and we actually get to chat with you guys while the interviews of other folks are playing too. So you're in a good mix of folks, and man, I appreciate the time tonight. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate you, man.
You're welcome. Mike Corellis, this is called Choose Wisely, and then you only get one shot, kicking off the top of the next hour of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Find the one who loves you the best. Treat her right, love that girl. Protect her with your life. Tell her the truth, even when you're scared to. She'll stand by your side. Have your back through every fight. Don't take the power of her love for granted. She's a seed of heaven deeply planted. She'll take your name and make it her own. Turn a house into a loving home. She'll raise your children with strength and care. Her love's a force no storm could tear. She'll be the flame when the world turns cold. She's fierce and bold. She's sweet as sugar but hotter than fire. A mix of kindness and burning desire. She's the medicine that heals your soul, or the poison that'll swallow you whole. Her heart's a place where rivers run deep, but break her trust and you'll lose your sleep. She'll take your name and make it her own. Turn a house into a loving home. She'll raise your children with strength and care. Her love's a force no storm could tear. She's the medicine that heals your soul, or the poison that'll swallow you whole. Her heart's a place where rivers run deep, but break her trust and you'll lose your sleep. She'll have your back through thick and thin. With her by your side, you'll always win. She's a strength you'll never fully measure. Her love's both a challenge and a treasure. She'll take your name and make it her own. Turn a house into a loving home. She'll raise your children with strength and care. Her love's a force no storm could tear.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
That temple trick you, son. Breathe before you swing. One bad word can break a lifelong thing. Chasing fast cash or flashing name. Might feel like you're winning, but you'll shoulder the blame. Your gut knows better than your mouth sometimes. Saying less can save your peace of mind. There's a world full of traps and a short fuse rope. But you ain't gotta fall to know you only get one shot. Don't throw it away, think before you act. Let wisdom lead the way. That job, that girl, that deal on the line. If it don't feel right, take your time. Child support ain't cheap and freedom ain't free. Jail's colder than you think it'll be. So take a breath, when it's hot you only get one shot. Grandpa said keep your nose clean and your words strong, and learn to walk away before you prove them wrong. Don't flash all your cards just to look tough. Sometimes being quiet is loud enough. Trust takes time, respect is earned. Some bridges don't rebuild once they're burned. He said life don't wait for stubborn pride. Pick your battles and stand on right. You only get one shot, so slow you roll. What feels good now could cost your soul. That shortcut might look sweet and wide, but the road back's long when you slip that slide. A kid needs more than a check each week, and silence can say more than you speak. So don't get caught in the wrong plight. You only get one shot. Take the hit and walk it off. Lose the fight and keep your job. Bite your tongue when it gets tense. Not everything's worth the consequence. You only get one shot, so make it wise. Don't chase what fades or fall for lies. There's power in the pause, strength in waiting. A fool's in a rush, the wise are patient. Think long game, keep your peace. Learn what matters and what to release. It ain't weakness just cause you stop. You only get one shot. You can fix a lot of things, but not what's already done. So think it through. You only get one.
We sure learned a lot tonight in that great radio interview with my good friend Mike Corellis from the great state of Texas, and we learned a lot just in the lyrics of that last song. You only get one shot, ladies and gentlemen. Great interview. Mike Corellis from Texas. Go check him out and follow him all over social media. Every song that he makes, when it lands in my email, I know it's going to be good, and I can say New Country's best behind every one of them. That's the kind of music I load into this program. I'm going to be saying it the rest of the show tonight, so just get ready, ladies and gentlemen. And you can find us on X, formerly Twitter, at New Country's Best. That is our account over there. I am at Tim Kelly on air right now on TikTok Live, and I am sharing the show over there, and lots of other folks are doing the same thing. And we are on our way to maybe a new record tonight of folks tapping that screen and giving us those hearts and that love. And right back at you. I sure do appreciate it. Welcome to hour number 2 of the show. I am live on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. If you scroll down just a little bit, I did put the YouTube player up there, so it is live now as well. You can get to see what we got going on behind the scenes. I've got a 30-minute Branson movie behind me that is showing you lots of cool stuff to do in Branson. That Ferris wheel that they're putting together came from Chicago, Illinois, on the beds of 26 semi-trailers. It's 150 foot tall at the top, and when it's nighttime in Branson, you got to go up on that thing. You can see the whole town, and it gives you a really cool perspective of the town of Branson, Missouri. Little town, 10,000 people, but being Labor Day weekend, there's going to be a lot of people here this weekend. We hope you have a great Labor Day weekend as well, and to start New Music Friday off with our next song in hour number 2 is my good friend Jason Cole. He is from Boaz, Alabama. Every song that you guys make is heartfelt, and that just happens to be the title of this one from Jason Cole on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
You stopped the rain in my mind. I'd hope for some kind of sign and walk the dream I had dreamed. That moment, this heart reset did not take long, I confess. Safely inside your caress till everything seemed to rhyme. I finally found you after searching so long. Heartfelt, you make my pulse melt. It's like your end will. We belong always together. No need to guess. You passed the soul test. This love is heartfelt, and we're all stay together if it's heartfelt. Rewind to 21-9, we're having such a good time. We had just gotten started, living this life we prayed for. First year together was fine, now we're in 22-5. That flame still brightly burning. We found each other after searching so long. Heartfelt, you make my pulse melt. It's like your hand will. We belong always together, no need to guess. You pass the soul test. This love is heartfelt, and we'll always stay together if it's heartfelt. Oh, heartfelt. Something comes from above when you're broken-hearted. Thought we were all out of love. That's when heaven started. Heartfelt, you make my pulse melt. It's like your hand dwelt. We belong always together, no need to guess. You pass the soul test. This love is heartfelt, and we'll always stay together if it's heartfelt. Oh, heartfelt. Our love is heartfelt.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Patsy Cline and Willie, Merle and Johnny Cash, stack of CDs sliding around that F-150 dash, riding downtown singing out loud to an old school country song. Back at home he'd pick the chords and I'd try to strum along. I try to strum along, sing. Front porch begging till the sun went down. He had the best seat in the house. Heaven only knows.
is KC Johns. That is her brand new single out to radio. It is called Best Seat in the House. I'll tell you what, I have probably the best seat in the house behind the microphone, but every one of you guys listening to this program are VIPs in my book. So I've saved you a seat. People are still coming into all of the chat rooms we got going on. I'm over here at Tim Kelly on Air on TikTok. We got a chat going on there. I'm on Facebook Live. They're talking to me over there, and YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio as well. I got to actually meet KC Johns about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. She was performing a show in Springfield, Missouri, just north of Branson at the Southbound Bar and Grill. And when I saw that on the schedule, I'm like, you know what? I got to go see KC Johns. And it sure was neat getting to see her. And when we did our first radio interview, I always thought that her name KC was short for Kansas City or something like that. But she was actually named after KC from KC and the Sunshine Band. So I've always thought that was pretty cool. Her music resonates with everybody out there. So good new single, Best Seat in the House, KC Johns. This next artist has been sending me some great music of late, and he asked me tonight, what time are you going on the air tonight? Well, I guarantee you, 7 o'clock Central Time every Thursday and Friday night, and now every other Wednesday. I'll be live on the air at 7 o'clock Central as well. His name is Jesse Cole James. This is called Put Out These Old Flames on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I found your picture buried in dust. It smelled like promises broken in rust. Your laugh still lingers in the cracks of my mind, but it's a fire, baby, that ain't the warm kind. Put out these old flames, they burn too slow. Ashes of us, where love won't grow. Put out these old flames, let the smoke rise high. I'm done with the burning, I'm done with the wine. Your words were matches striking the night, but they flickered fast, never gave real light. I chased the shadows, they danced on the wall. Now I see clearer, they were nothing at all. So I grabbed the water, I doused the spark. I'm not afraid of the dark. Put out these old flames, they burn too slow. Ashes of us, where love won't grow. Put out these old flames, let the smoke rise high. I'm done with the burning,
This is old Webb Dalton. You're listening to Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Burning low, but the work ain't done. Tractor still humming, fields to outrun. Boots hit the gravel, dust in my veins, chasing the night down country lanes. Winds in my hair, moons in my sights, feeling alive in these country nights. Dust on the chrome, but it still rolls strong. Ain't no quit in a heart full of song. Pedal to the floor, kicking up stones. Life's a little better with dust on the chrome. Got a six-pack, riding shotgun, ice cold and true. Radio blasting out the back road blues. Stars punching holes in a midnight sheet. This old truck's got a soul and it can't be beat. Winds in my hair, moons in my sights, feeling alive in these country nights. Dust on the chrome, but it still rolls strong. Ain't no quit in a heart full of song. Pedal to the floor, kicking up stones. Life's a little better with dust on the chrome. She's a 964, got dancing pride. Paints one thing, but she still rides. Tailpipe growling, wheels holding tight. Built like a promise, born to fight. Sunrise ahead, but I ain't done yet. Burning through memories I'll never forget. She's rattling truths with every mile I roam. Still driving proud with dust on the chrome. Dust on the chrome, but it still rolls strong. Every scar sings where we belong. Pedal to the floor, kicking up stones. Heartbeats echo with dust on the chrome.
That is what I call a real country song right there. Driving down those dirt roads, getting dust on the chrome. Dust on the chrome. George Casada is who he is. He is fantastic. And he just sent me a CD with that song included on it. So thank you, George, for doing that. And we've set up a great radio interview that is going to be on a future show. Once again, check out my full live interview schedule of upcoming interviews at the bottom of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. My second interview of the evening with Francel is going to take place after one more song from my good friend Donnie Cook. That is D-O-N-N-I-E. Donnie Cook. This is called A Better Man Than Me on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
Is he tall, dark, and handsome? Is he rich as a king? Is he ready to buy you that big diamond ring? Darling, tell me the truth before you turn and leave. Is he a better man than me? Does he know how to listen? Is he quiet and shy? Is he stronger than steel? Is he man enough to cry? Darling, look in my eyes. Tell me what you see. Is he a better man than me? Can he dry your tears whenever you cry? Will he always be there when you lay down and still set you free. And he's a better man than me. Can he be understanding? Is he good with his hand? Does he want only you? Is he a God-fearing man? Darling, look in my eyes. Tell me what you see. Is he a better man than me? Can he dry your tears whenever you cry? Will he always be there when you lay down at night? If he can love you like that and still set you free, then he's a better man than me. If he can love you like that, oh, and still set you free, and he's a better man than me. He's a better man than me. He's a better man than me.
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and we have some great radio interviews tonight as well. Francel is with us on the program. How are you, my friend, from Nashville?
I am very good, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the program tonight. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure to have your music, and we get to hear the story behind them as well.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be on the show.
Absolutely love it. You're from Canada and originally, but you've been in Nashville for a while. You told me since 2018, I believe.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last time I've been to Nashville. It's about time we go back. I guarantee it's changed a bit since then, huh?
Yeah, it's changed a whole bunch. Yeah, it changes every day.
Yeah.
I can barely keep up.
We were talking about, I was hanging out at the Wild Horse Saloon last time I was in Nashville. Now it's not even the Wild Horse anymore. Luke Combs took that over.
Mm-hmm. It's now called the Category 10. I was actually there last week.
No kidding. Category 10.
Yeah.
Yep. They used to give you a drink in a boot, and you got to keep the boot when you were done with the drink. It was a glass cowboy boot, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's fun, yeah.
Hey, I've been given the boot at other places too, by the way, but
not the same boot.
Not the same kind of boot. Hey, you've got to open for the legendary Alan Jackson at the Grand Ole Opry. That is awesome.
Yeah, that was incredible. It wasn't at the Opry. I got to go on the road with him. I got to do a couple shows on the road. We did it. It was in Virginia, and the other one was in Ohio. We played arenas with him. It was really, really incredible. Definitely one of the best things I've ever done, for sure.
Awesome. I read that wrong. 3-time Grand Ole Opry, or Grand Ole Opry award winner and 3-time CMA Entertainer of the Year. There you go, Alan Jackson. I just interviewed a gentleman from Washington, D.C., good buddy of mine, James Rose, and he went to Alan Jackson's last concert. You know, his health has gotten so bad that he's not actively performing now, but he said, I'm not going to miss that. I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a cool deal. He's probably one of the reasons that a lot of male artists got into country music, but I'm looking at a couple of female artists that you've been liking too, like Miranda Lambert and Dolly Parton. Boy, that's good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for sure. They definitely paved the way for a lot of us.
Yeah.
A lot of us new artists.
Absolutely. So let's talk about that. How did country music come along for you? What inspired you to want to do it?
I mean, for me, I grew up listening to country music, so it was kind of part of my entire soul, my entire being. I listened to country music since I was a young child. That's how I learned how to sing. And my dad loves country music. My mom loves country, so it was always very prevalent in my childhood.
Yeah.
Country was like the number one thing that was always playing.
Nice. Who are some of your favorite artists?
I mean, Dolly.
Yeah.
I love Dolly. I absolutely love Chris Stapleton.
Uh-huh.
I love new artists. I love like Lainey Wilson.
Yep.
I mean, Sugarland. There's just so much out there. I love a lot of music. It's so hard to just pick one. Like people will ask me, "What's your favorite song?" I'm like, I don't have a favorite song. There's so many songs out there that I love for different reasons, you know?
Yep, I'm kind of the same way. People have asked me that too, you know, and I've been living in this independent artist world for about 13, 14 years now. And so I hear a lot of music that nobody else even knows about yet, you know, and I'm one of the first ones sometimes to get to put it on the radio. But if I had to pick just one, it'd probably be the King, George Strait, because you know, with 60 number ones and just all of his songs just resonate. And I've said this, I couldn't even do a 3-hour radio show and play all of his 60 number one hits, let alone anything else that he's got going.
Yep.
So, you know, and that's what you guys are after too, right? Is that kind of longevity. And if we're still talking about Francel's music 25, 30 years from now, that's not a bad deal, huh?
I think that'd be great, of course.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're also recognized around the world for something, but it's kind of a unique thing. And I've seen it on TV, and I've seen some of these young talents do it, and that is yodeling.
Yes.
You can yodel, huh?
Yeah, I've been yodeling since I'm, 15-ish, maybe 14 or 15 years old.
Wow. That's awesome. Now, normally I don't do this. I usually play your fully produced stuff, and I'm going to do that here in a little bit. We're going to talk about those 3 songs, but is there something you could yodel for us real quick?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Yeehaw! All right, yeah, man, that is awesome. Thanks for doing that.
You're welcome.
Man, you just did something special for us, man. That is awesome. And I'll tell you what, that is a talent that you have. In fact, you performed that at the World Yodel Day in South Korea before millions of TV viewers on Canada's Got Talent. How about that?
Canada's Got Talent, yes. That was really cool. A really great experience. It gave us so much exposure and just such a memorable stage to perform on. That was really exciting.
Yeah.
And the World Yodel Day, that was really fun too. I mean, we got to see South Korea, and we got to see yodelers, just a completely different culture, and the way that they see yodeling is completely different. But at the end of the day, we're doing the same thing. So it was such a shock, like a culture shock to see, to get to perform together and to get to see how they perceive yodeling and how they perform it. It was really cool that, we really got to see that yodeling was like a universal language, you know? It's like we don't even speak the same language, but we can do the same thing by yodeling together. And then it's like, wait, what?
Wow.
We can kind of speak to each other and yodel, if that makes sense, or we can relate to each other, you know.
You just did it for us and it showed us how it works. And yeah, that is exactly, people know exactly when you just mentioned yodel what that's going to sound like, and you just did a fantastic job on that. And I think it's interesting too how there is Canada's Got Talent, and then here in the U.S. we have America's Got Talent. And I've interviewed a lot of people from that show, and then NBC's The Voice, a lot of them that were on Team Blake. Now Reba's kind of taken that spot for the country music artist. And then the great show American Idol. There is so much untapped talent out there, isn't there, yet to be discovered?
For sure.
Yep. So how did you kind of get discovered? You grow up singing as a young woman, and did you start yodeling maybe first, or then get into country, or how did that come about for you?
I've been singing since I'm a young girl. I've always loved it. And the yodeling, that came up because I was in a karaoke competition, and the host was like recommending songs to me, and he's like, "You should sing this next week." He said it's called "I Want to Be a Cowboy Sweetheart" by LeAnn Rimes, and I was like a huge LeAnn Rimes fan. Like at the time, like that was like all I listened to at that time, and I was like, "You said it's by LeAnn Rimes?" I was like, I had never heard the song, but I knew LeAnn Rimes. So I was like, "Oh, if it's by LeAnn, I got you. I'll show up next week. I got it." Anyway, so I go home, and I didn't know it was even a yodel song. So I go home and I listen to the song, and I was like, "Oh, what did I just say yes to?"
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, I guess I got to figure out how to do it, you know. So I had a vocal coach at the time. So I went to her and I asked her, like, hey, is there any way you can teach me this? Teach me how to do this before next week? It was summertime for me, so I had nothing else to do but to sing all day, all night if I needed to or wanted to. So I asked her, you know, how it works. So she just broke it, you know, she broke it down for me and explained to me what it is, and I just practiced it every day, all day, every day for the next week, and then I performed it live the following week at the competition.
Wow.
It wasn't anywhere as refined as it is now, you know, years and years later.
Yeah.
But I kind of had an early understanding of it, you know, the first time.
Well, you just mentioned something that, you know, folks can learn from. It takes hard work and dedication and determination to all pay off in the end, doesn't it? You practice all day, every day, and now look at you.
Definitely, yes. It definitely takes dedication and discipline.
Yeah.
I mean, even now, I've been doing this professionally for so many years, and I still practice all day, every day, because I always want to get better. Like, you know, I just have different focuses, you know, like then it was like, well, I got to figure out how to yodel. Now it's like, well, I got to figure out how to, you know, it's like I've been playing guitar so long, but there's still so much, you know, so much more that I can do.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to learn new things and get better at our craft. That's what I love about music. It's like there's infinite possibilities for you to grow. You know, you can always grow. It doesn't matter how good you are, you know. So that's what I love about it. It's never ending, you know.
Absolutely. You mentioned LeAnn Rimes, and I'll tell you what, I think she was 13 years old when she recorded Blue, and I used to listen to that song because that was the 90s country back then. That's how long she's been doing it. That was 35 years ago, believe it or not, with that 90s country, and we still talk about it today because it resonates so much, and Alan Jackson, of course, did that kind of country too, and, you know, that's household names, so many of them made from that 90s country, but that Blue kind of had some yodeling almost in it, in that song, and that was really cool about LeAnn and how she could do that at 13 years young, too.
Yeah, that was actually my favorite record at the time. I would bring a CD player with me to places just so I could listen to that Blue album. And that was one of the first songs I ever performed. It was Blue and Cowboy Sweetheart together, and I think Crazy.
Yep.
One of the first performances I ever done in front of an audience. I did Crazy by Patsy Cline, Blue by LeAnn, and I did the Cowboy Sweetheart song.
Isn't that something? You know, and I say this all the time. There are so many young folks like you, female artists specifically, that are still influenced by Patsy Cline, who has been gone longer than you've probably been alive. You know, and she just resonates. I mean, they've done Patsy Cline tributes all over the country, and I talked to Gail Bliss, who was actually on a season of The Voice a couple of seasons ago. She got picked by Snoop Dogg, Team Snoop, and she's the oldest contestant The Voice has ever had. She's 61 years old, and she did a Patsy Cline tribute here in Branson back in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't know that until we set up the interview, but that girl can sing, you know, and I think this too, and you probably agree that age is just a number, you know, talent's talent, isn't it?
I completely agree, 100%.
Yeah. You've been blessed to do over 3,000 shows. I don't know how long you've been doing it, but if you've been doing it, let's say 10 years, that's 300 shows a year. You've been a little busy.
Yeah. Yeah, nonstop. I mean, that's how I've been making a living for the last, I don't even know how many years, but definitely longer than a decade. So
yeah,
that's all I've been doing, and that's still how I make a living, just doing shows. So
awesome.
So yeah, I do a lot.
So now, do you perform all over the country and open for some major acts? I'm not seeing those names on your website, but if so, tell us who some of those might be and where you go to perform all over or what.
I mean, I perform a lot in Nashville. I perform in Vegas 2-3 times a year. We actually have, I guess I can talk about it. Well, I'll be performing for the first time at Dollywood in October for the Harvest Festival, which I'm really excited about because I've never even been to Dollywood yet.
Wow.
And I absolutely love Dolly. So that's going to be a really big, a big thing for me. I'm really excited for that.
That is.
So
I'm in.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm in Branson, Missouri, and they have this theme park here that's been around since 1962, I believe, and that's how old I am, or when I was hatched. But they have a theme park here called Silver Dollar City, and the people that own Dollywood also own this theme park here in Branson, the same one. So I haven't ever been to Dollywood either, but it's a similar kind of theme park, and Dolly's got her name on it, and then she also has her name on a theater here too called the Dolly Parton Stampede, and you can go see a great dinner show here with Dolly Parton's name on it.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Pretty cool. Well, I'll tell you something else that's really cool. You've got a one-word name, Francel. So Dolly's Dolly, and we got Reba, and, you know, those kind of one names, you know, that's what really is cool and stands out and will resonate with folks, too, down the road, I think.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear you say that.
Did you ever think of that when you came up with just using your one name there, Francel?
Well, me, it's because I'm French originally, so my names can be a little bit, they're very unique and they're different to people who don't speak French. So that's why I ended up like cutting a bunch of names, because like all of my names, because I wanted to keep it as simple as possible, but I also wanted to stay authentic to who I am. So a lot of people ask me, they're like, is Francel your real name? Like they think I made that up for my stage name, but I did not. That's actually my real name. I just kept shortening it so people could remember it. And I know it's still it's still a difficult name for people, but I'm hoping that just keeping it the one name will make it work for people, I guess.
I think so. I think that'll be easy to remember, and you know, it's pretty cool. Like when you go to Vegas too, and you see your name up in lights on one of them big billboards or something like that. You said you've been to Vegas. That's awesome.
It's incredible. There's one year too that we did. I think it was last year. We went there, and it was like one billboard. It was my name and my face, and then you could see the billboard on the next casino. It was Carrie Underwood's face, and it was like at the same time, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was so excited, took so many pictures, and I would stand there to make sure because the TVs, like the screens, they change. Like they change what's on the screen, so I had to like time it so that Carrie was there at the same time as I was.
That's awesome. I see down here at the bottom that you have opened for some major acts that we probably do know. I know these folks, Easton Corbin, Midland, the Gatlin brothers. They come to Branson all the time. Maddie and Tay, Kanan Smith, William Michael Morgan. I've played him when he was an independent, and the great Georgette Jones, the daughter of George Jones and Tammy Wynette. Yeah, she is. So yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it's been a pretty incredible ride up to now.
I'll tell you.
But I honestly feel every day I feel like it's just beginning. I feel like there's new things, and that's what's, I guess, exciting about the industry. Your life never gets boring.
Right.
You know?
Well, and you really got to soak in those moments, you know, because those folks like Alan Jackson and different ones they're getting up there. They won't be around forever, and you really got to take in and appreciate that, you know, that you had that opportunity as a young person and a young artist that is really trying to get your one name out there, and you know, you got to do those kind of things. That's pretty neat.
For sure. I'm still like really hoping for Dolly. I'm like, hopefully Dolly's going to be there at Dollywood when I'm there, because I know, you know, Dolly's getting older, and that's definitely one of my biggest dreams is to share the stage with Dolly.
Yeah. Oh man, I was going to ask you about that. We might ask that question, but she's one of them. But she can do just about anything, can't she? She just did a rock album not too long ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She can sing anything, play anything. She can act. She can, you know, she's just overflowing with talent.
Act in movies like 9 to 5 and stuff like that. You know, just cool.
Yeah.
I love it. You showed us your talent you showed us your talent a little earlier by yodeling. We're going to hear your talent by this first song we're going to play tonight. It's called "Let Time Go By," your latest single. Tell us about this one.
So "Let Time Go By." You know, when you go through a hard period in your life, and it's just like it feels like nothing's ever going to get better, and you're just in this really dark place. And sometimes you just need to think, hey, this is not that bad. You just need to let time go by, and eventually time will heal everything.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, hey, don't get into that mode where because it will get better, you know. And sometimes we need to remind ourselves that, you know, things can get better and it will get better, and you just have to hang in there, you know, Be strong. So that's kind of what that song is about.
And that works in so many different facets of life, but especially if you're trying to make it in music or country music or something like that, you know, it's not an easy business, is it? You've been doing this for a little while and you're having some success, but there's folks out there like you that are struggling and struggling for radio airplay, and that's where I come in, and I realize that, you know, and by one push of the button, we're going to put you on 10 other radio stations tonight. So we're glad to do that, but this is not an easy business. When you put business behind country music, then it turns it different, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness, yes. It's the whole ordeal. You have to really, really, really love it and really want it.
Yeah.
Because the ups and downs are just, you know, they're so drastic. So it's definitely a hard road. I didn't pick an easy road for my life, but I definitely picked, I think, the most appropriate one for me because I love it so much. I can't see my life without music. And
right.
I'm willing to do all the other things to be able to do music because I just see the passion that I have for it. I see how happy it makes me. Like, there's nothing better than writing a song and then hearing it, like the final product, hearing it play on the radio, hearing it play on the radio, like that feeling that you're like, oh my gosh, like I wrote that. Those words came from me. I sang that. It's just it's kind of incredible.
Yeah, it is, and I see videos of you guys doing it to my voice and playing your song and push and play, and I have to watch what I say on here all the time because everything we do is being recorded, and you know, you go back and share that. It makes me feel good, and it makes you feel good at the same time. It's a win-win, isn't it?
For sure.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
And I'll tell you another thing. You told us you've been in Nashville since 2018, but they call Nashville a 10-year town. You're over halfway there, so you just got to let time go by, and your true talent's going to shine eventually.
That's right. That's right.
So somebody's going to see it, and they're going to appreciate the hard work and the dedication and all the practice that we talked about that you're doing currently right now.
Well, I sure hope so.
Absolutely. So we're going to You bet. We're going to play Let Time Go By. Her name is Francelle on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on this New Music Friday, and then we'll come back and talk some more.
When you feel like nothing's going right, you feel blinded by the light. You just don't feel up for it or for the fight. You gotta find your way from black to white. You gotta let time go by. Stop asking why. You gotta let your feelings fly. You gotta let time go by. Trapped in the eye of a tornado, your world keeps spinning out of control. You gotta hold on tight and wait till tomorrow, until the storm fades into a rainbow. You gotta let time go by. Stop
You just heard the story behind Let Time Go By. Now you heard the song. Her name is Francelle. You want to put that one on your playlist, ladies and gentlemen. Great job, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And great stories behind these songs, too. And that's why I love doing these interviews, you know. And doesn't country music just tell the best stories?
It sure does. Yep.
Yeah, and for a songwriter, that's fantastic, too. And you probably do it in Nashville. Maybe go to some of these songwriter rounds and things like that and collab with some of the folks there, maybe?
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Me, though, my biggest thing with songwriting, because to me, this is how I see songwriting. I feel like it's such a vulnerable act. Like, you have to... For the most part, when I write, like, you have to, like, break open your heart and everybody sees what's inside.
Yeah.
So for me personally, I like working with my best friends. Like, I love writing with my best friends or people that I'm just really close with, people that already know all my secrets. I love working with them because I feel like I'm just much more okay with being weird or okay with saying something or giving a line that's not good. I feel like a lot of times if you're in a situation where you don't feel comfortable or you're working with a stranger, I'm not saying that doesn't work. I'm sure it works for a lot of people, but for me personally, I like to feel really comfortable in the situation when it comes to writing, you know. I feel like my best songs come out if I'm working with people that I'm you know, very close with.
Absolutely, man, I love that. And then when you and you've done thousands of these shows like we talked about, when you're in these venues, and especially the smaller, more intimate venues out there that you can see the people real easy, you're telling these stories on stage before you perform the song, and you can just see how moved these people are by that too, huh?
Yes, yeah. And when you see that it moves them and they understand it, or they laugh, or you know, or they feel it, that's the best result that you can get. I mean, if I play an original song and people, they feel it, or they come and talk to you about it afterwards and they're like, wow, that song that you did, like, it's so rewarding, you know, to know that someone felt it as well.
And when you get to the point where they know your original stuff too, and that's why we're going to keep playing your music so people can get familiar with those, then they get requested to all kinds of different country radio stations around the country and around the world. And, you know, people want to request them at your shows too. And boy, when they know the words to your songs and they're out there singing, that makes you feel good, huh?
Oh, yeah. Then I have a smile up to my ears.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that's your domain. That's where you want to be, is live on that stage, you know, for folks. And did you ever go through that stage fright period at any point since you've been doing this?
I mean, I have. It's in some instances, but I feel like for me, if I have stage fright, it's because I'm not ready for the performance. Like, if I don't feel confident that I know the material well enough, then I'll be nervous. But for the most part, I'm not nervous, I would say, most of the time. But I mean, I've done it so much. I've done, you know, over 2,000 shows. But
right.
It's like,
and you did some impromptu yodeling for us tonight and broke right into it. So that was great. Thanks for doing that too. That was awesome.
My pleasure.
You bet. Let's talk about Breaking the Barricade, and then the next song after that's going to kick off the top of the next hour is called Drink a Clock. Tell us about these.
So Breaking the Barricade, you know, sometimes you have relationships where it's kind of a toxic relationship. It's not a really healthy one. And I went through that. I was really controlled at some point in my life, and that's how that song came about. I was like, wait a second, no, I don't need to do everything you say. I don't need to. I can break out of this craziness, this chaotic, just mess. And I can be myself and I can be strong. And it's kind of a realization of like, hey, maybe you don't need this toxic person or this toxic relationship in your life. And it's about breaking free from, you know, the chains holding you down and telling you what to do. And that's what Breaking the Barricade is about.
Wow, that is awesome. You're a strong young lady, aren't you?
I have been through a lot, for sure. I've seen a lot of yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're like another young lady in the world of music. She was country for a long time, did quite well, and now she went to pop. But Taylor Swift, you know, if things like that happened to her, she'd write a song about it in a heartbeat, didn't she?
Oh, she sure did, yeah. I wish I could. I feel like she writes all the time. I wish I could write a little more.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of songs that I've written and I'm ready to record, but I still feel like it's not enough. I always feel like I need to write more or practice more.
You know, I've talked about that a lot, you know, and I hear that all the time. Artists have an extensive library of songs yet to be recorded, but, you know, some of them are from way back, too. I talked to one here a while back. Yeah. She just recently recorded one that she wrote in the 90s. So, yeah, we talk about that 90s country, you know, being 35 years old, but, you know, and some do re-releases of songs, you know, that did well back then, but, you know, they think, hey, maybe it's time to re-release that song, and I've done several of those as well.
Right, yeah, no, for sure. Those are, if you can reuse them, for sure. I mean, I feel like I might be doing that soon, too, because a lot of times, if it's fresh for the listener, if they've never heard it, then for them, it's a new song, so,
you
know.
I get a lot of those in my email, too, or just scrolling across YouTube, and, you know, that song's a year old, but I haven't even heard it yet, and I'm like, okay, man, this is so good, I maybe need to put this one out to radio, so... You know, I've found these young folks on TikTok. You know, one night I'm doing a show, and then I'm over the show, and then I'm laying there in bed scrolling through TikTok and find this 19-year-old out of Nashville, and we've done 2 interviews just by that. And speaking of social media, I was looking at your YouTube a little bit ago, and I see that you have 423 current videos on YouTube. You spend a little time doing that too, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. During COVID, I was releasing a new video every week. And that's actually how I built a huge following on Facebook, was through all those videos. Country Rebel was releasing all of my videos every week, and they have like a huge 15 million following of people. And that helped me grow my Facebook page because I was just so consistent. You know, during COVID, everybody had a lot more time, and I was recording new videos every week, and
that is awesome. That's what got me back into radio. I did take that year off because there wasn't much to talk about in the interviews. You know, nobody was out there doing shows and everything with the pandemic in full force, especially up there in Canada. They were locked down even more than we were here in the U.S., you know. And so it was very tough. And so I came back the year after COVID, back in 21. But all together, about 14 years of doing this, and then I still hadn't met you yet. How about that? And here we are.
Crazy.
You got a great song we're going to kick off the top of the next hour called Drink O'Clock. Now, the great Alan Jackson that you've had the pleasure of working with, him and Jimmy Buffett did one called It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere. We miss Jimmy Buffett in the world of music, too, by the way. But tell us about Drink O'Clock.
Drink O'Clock. So you said like songs that you wrote a long time ago. That's one of those that I wrote that with Matt Lucier, and that is definitely one that we wrote. My goodness, it would have been in 2015 or 2016, maybe. And then we only recorded it in 2020.
Wow. Okay.
And then it was only released in like 2022, maybe, or something like that. So yeah, that's one of those that we wrote so long ago, it felt, but it was like so relevant to today as well. You know, it's not one that had really, it was just still relevant today. But yeah, so that one, I kind of came up with a ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. That, for some reason, it just came in my mind. I was like, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I was like, da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. And I was like singing that to Matt, and he's like, hey, that's really good. You need to do something with that. So then I was like, oh, really? Like, yeah. So then I think I was like, oh, well, Drink O'Clock, that's cool. And then that's how it started. It started with the Drink O'Clock and the ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then eventually we just wrote the whole song to it because we were like, hey, this kind of works. This is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of pieced with the title first and the hook line. That's what came first, you know?
Yep.
Sometimes it's like the story of the song, but it was really the title and the hook line. Like that's what that's how it was born.
That's awesome. And I ask that question a lot, you know, are you more lyric based or do you have to hear the melody first, or is it a kind of a combination? And it's just sometimes all over the place with songwriting. And, you know, you'll be traveling in the car. I've heard this from young people, their grandparents, you know, driving them somewhere or whatever. Grandma says something and she goes, you know, north of Dallas. And he goes, hey, that's a song right there. You know, I got to put that in a song just north of Dallas, you know, or something like that. You know, it's just crazy how that happens. And
it is. I think that's one of the most important skills to have is to recognize good ideas for songs, like just in daily living. It's like when you said your grandma said that, but if you don't think, oh, that's a great title for a song, then it will never be written in a song.
Right.
You know, so I think that the ability to recognize that something's good and to like write it down, that goes a long way.
Yep.
I believe. I'm like, I need to start noticing things more. That's how I think in my daily life, because I mean, at the end of the day, we're writing songs about our lives, right? So.
Well, you're absolutely right. You know, and Georgette's father, Georgette Jones, her father, George Jones, sang this song about who's going to fill their shoes. You young artists are the ones that are doing it. They're big shoes to fill, but you're actually at the ones that he's talking about in that song, you know, that's going to play the Grand Ole Opry, the Wabash Cannonball, and things like that. So you are well on your way, young lady. Keep doing your thing. It's a pleasure to have you on tonight.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be on with you tonight as well.
Yeah. Where can folks find Francel if they want to check out more of your great music?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Francel Music is how you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, you know, pretty much everywhere. Francel Music, TikTok. I saw Francel Music.
Okay, sounds good. It's
FrancelMusic.com.
There you go, FrancelMusic.com and Francel Music. She's easy to find, and one of those one-word names, like I said earlier, that's going to resonate with folks, and then when they hear the music, even more so. And boy, I'll tell you what, that's what got me.
Aw, thank you so much.
You are welcome. We're going to play Breaking the Barricade and Drink a Clock right now from Francel on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
All your little games you were making me play, all the crazy things you were making me say. I was your puppet under your spell, didn't know better, didn't know myself. You were holding the strings, I couldn't get away. Now I'm breaking the barricades, showing you I'm not afraid, no you can't hold me back. Everything you do to me ain't gone through to me, really trying to make me crack. Each time you tear me down, I'm only coming back up, yeah, 10 times stronger. I'm breaking the barricades, showing you I'm not afraid, no you can't hold me back now. Now you're just a memory that I used to know. You don't take up the space that used to haunt me long ago. I'm moving on, pushing through. I'm so much better here without you. I don't want to be part of your reality show. Now I'm breaking the barricades, showing you I'm not afraid, no you can't hold me back. Everything you do to me ain't gone through to me, when you try to make me crack. Each time you tear me down, I'm only coming back up, yeah, 10 times stronger. I'm breaking the barricades, showing you I'm not afraid, no you can't
best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Yes, drink a clock. The band is ready to rock. Yes, drink a clock. Time to hit the floor and walk there, walking. Sitting at my desk, daydreaming about the weekend. Looking at my phone, can't wait for this shift to end. Scrolling on Instagram, wondering what to wear out. I let loose at the bar, is all I can think about. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. Let's see what moves you've got. It's 3 o'clock. Time to hit the floor and dance all night. I'm making my way to the front of the stage. I put my hands up in the air like I just don't care. Yeah, I worked hard all week. I'm gonna spend all that money. I'm making friends at the bar, buying rounds and rounds of whiskey. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. The band is ready to rock. It's 3 o'clock. Time to hit the floor and walk and walk. I worked hard all week. I'm gonna spend all that money. I'm making friends at the bar, buying rounds and rounds of whiskey. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. The band is ready to rock. It's 3 o'clock. Time to hit the floor and walk. It's 3 o'clock. Let's see what moves you got. It's 3 o'clock. Time to hit the floor and dance.
Her name is Francelle. What a great artist she is, and what a great interview we just had. That is a fantastic triple play there on a Friday night. We give her 3 songs in a row as well, and she can even yodel, ladies and gentlemen. That was awesome having her do that live for us on the radio interview tonight as well. She instantly reminded me of another young artist, and probably you saw her on NBC's The Voice. She was on Team Reba, and she is from Missouri. She was 16 years old when she went on. The young artist Ruby Lee. She did a cover and yodeled to Cowboy Sweetheart on NBC's The Voice as well. And so Francelle's a sweetheart too, man. We had a great time hanging out. Thanks for doing the program tonight, Francelle. And what a great night of country music and interviews. And we're not done yet. We've got one more hour to go. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I am live on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. I'm live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. And I'm also live on Facebook, showing you the face for radio, ladies and gentlemen, and listening to lots of great country music on these New Music Friday tunes. Genevieve Fisher is an artist I just recently interviewed, and we talked about this song. It is fantastic. It is called Nothing With You. Let me do it with you for another hour on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Hey baby, I know you wanna treat me right. Take me out, show me off, show me a good time. But hey baby, we can save it for another night. Looking at you right now, I got someone else in mind. We can ditch that high on a 5-star reservation. Skip to the good part we've been waiting for all week long. Yeah, just the 2 of us alone. Baby, we got red wine all night, no FB. We could stay right here, tangled up in sheets. Yeah, all I wanna do. Yeah, all I wanna do is do nothing with you. You. baby. I'm feeling more than just the alcohol. One more glass, one more kiss, baby, it's your call. Hey, maybe you could lead me on down the hall. Take my hand, pull me in, watch my hair and my dress fall. Oh, we can ditch that high $5 reservation. Skip to the good part we've been waiting for all week long. Yeah, just the two of us alone. Baby, we got red wine all night, nowhere to be. We could stay right here, tangled up in sheets. Yeah, all I wanna do. Yeah, all I wanna do is do not the way you. Hey, baby, I'm thinking lately we can ditch that high dollar 5-star reservation. Skip to the good part we've been waiting for all week long. Yeah, just the two of us alone. Baby, we got red wine all night, nowhere to be. We could stay right here, tangled up in sheets. Yeah, all I wanna do. Yeah, all I wanna do is do not the way you.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs. There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
She said, "Is this seat taken?" I said no. She settled in next to that window. We broke the ice, watching it snow. Agreed we'd be glad to get out of this cold. And I don't know why she warmed up to me. $3 wine or a chance meant to be. Denver to Dallas, 30,000 feet. I started falling right there in my seat. Laughing and talking as time flew by. We made a connection on that nonstop flight. Sitting together, got to know each other. Denver to Dallas. Somewhere above Oklahoma, said, "Is there someone who will be waiting for you when this flight is through?" And I got my answer. She took my phone, typed in her number, said, "Call if you want." Denver to Dallas, 30,000 feet. I started falling right there in my seat. Laughing and talking as time flew by. We made a connection on that nonstop flight. Sitting together, got better and better. Denver to Dallas. touch the ground. What she did to me then, she still does to me now. Denver to Dallas, 30,000 feet. I started falling right there at my seat. We're still laughing and talking as time flies by since we made a connection on that nonstop flight. Sitting together, started forever. Denver to Dallas. She said, "Does this sea take you?" I said no. She settled in next to that window.
His name is Wynn Williams. That is W-Y-N-N. That is a great tune called Denver to Dallas. Wynn Williams music all over social media if you want to find that song and check it out. Have you ever been on a flight, though, and hollered shotgun? Well, if you've done that, that probably means you're like a co-pilot or something. But that just happens to be the title of the brand new single out to radio right now from my good friend Anna Scott. It is called Shotgun on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
You and me were as good as it gets. Had everyone wishing they had what we did. Picture Perfect magazine. You pulled the trigger and called it quits. Said it was all your fault and you couldn't resist the other women in your dreams. I didn't get no warning. I went from calling shotgun, riding in your car, to calling shotgun in the back of the bar. Don't know what happened, but the fact is I'm brand new. Oh, you were someone that I couldn't resist, and now you're someone that doesn't even exist. Now all I know is that I'm over you. 'Cause I'm calling the shots, and I'm holding the gun. After a few missed calls and getting new keys, wasn't long till I was back on my feet. Only took a week. Went from calling shotgun, riding in your car, to calling shotgun in the back of the bar. Don't know what happened, but the fact is I'm brand new. Oh, you were someone that I couldn't resist, and now you're someone that doesn't even exist. Now all I know is that I'm over you. 'Cause I'm calling the shots, and I'm holding the gun. Didn't get no warning, so glad I ain't calling shotgun, riding in your car. I'm calling shotgun in the back of the bar. Don't care what happened, 'cause I'm brand new. You were someone that I couldn't resist, and now you're someone that doesn't even exist. Now all I know is that I'm over you. 'Cause I'm calling the shots, and I'm holding my gun. I'm calling the shots, and I'm holding the gun. I'm calling the shots, and I'm holding the gun.
You are listening to The Tim Kelly Show.
Died and wished on a star. Then I wrote this country song. And it's about my life, my fears, my hurts, and my tears. Just seem to flow on and on. And it's about my dreams, my hopes, my
up against the ropes, where you know you can't go wrong when you write your life into a country song. A few months later on a Nashville street, a hard-headed boy with a bag of dreams waited my turn to take the stage. Well, I know tonight that I play for free. This is where I was meant to be, with a hope that'll never fade. 'Cause it's about my life, my fears, my hurts and my tears just seem to flow on and on. And it's about my dreams, my hopes, my back up against the ropes, where you know you can't go wrong when you write your life into country song. Standing up here and looking at the crowd, laughing and smiling and singing out loud. This is right where I belong, living my life like a country song. Y'all sing along, 'cause it's about my life, my fears, my hurts and my tears just seems to flow on and on. It's about my dreams, my hopes, my back up against the ropes, where you know you can't go wrong. It's about my life, my fears, my hurts and my tears just seem to flow on and on. And it's about my dreams, my hopes, my back up against the ropes, where you know you can't go wrong when you write your life into a country song.
His name is Craig Hendricks. He is a good friend of mine, and we had breakfast together not too long ago in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. Got to meet him and his lovely wife, Dee Dee, and they were on their way to Montana putting on a great show. That is called Life in a Country Song. I talk about it all the time in the radio interviews that I do. How can you tell a life story in 3 minutes and 12 seconds in a country song? But he pulled it off, didn't he, ladies and gentlemen? That is an excellent song. Well, speaking of excellent songs, excellent artists go with it, and this next guy is excellent. His name is Wes Ryan. He is from the state of Texas, and he will be a special guest on my show 1 week from tonight on September the 5th on another New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. You'll get to hear the story behind his latest single. We're going to push play on it right now. It is called Seems Like from Wes Ryan on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Seems like I lean in and you turn your head away. Seems like you're here in the night but gone by day. Seems like you've been chasing something I can't see, and I'm just standing here wondering why it isn't me. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Keep smiling for the sake of the crowd. Seems like we turn the TV up to drown the sound. Seems like we're side by side but miles Seems like we're coming apart at the seams. Like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams. Like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Coming apart at the seams. Seems like
in a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Tell me it's over. Tell me you're gone. Just don't tell me after all the things I've done. I've done you wrong. Tell me it's too late. You made up your mind. Ain't gonna stick around to see this land your daddy left behind. 'Cause she's tired of this one horse, one light town. She's tired of this one way in or out. I wish she could see just what I see in her now. She's more than this one horse town. Told them you'd make it. Told them you're strong. Told them you're brighter than the lights on Main Street that we grew up on. 'Cause she's tired of these one horse, one light town. She's tired of this one way in or out. I wish she could see just what I see in her now. She's more than this one horse town. She's tired of this one horse, one light town. She's tired of this one way in or out. She's tired of everybody telling her right from wrong. She's tired of this vision not becoming a dream. She's tired of this living not being anything. I wish she could see just what I see in her now. She's more than this one horse town.
His name is Tyler Kinch. That is a great tune called One Horse Town. I was joking about it, but it's kind of true of Branson. It's a small town. It's only 10,000 population. So if you get a call and you try to call me and I'm in Branson, Missouri, and I don't answer, that's because I'm a little tied up right now. See, you get that? The One Horse Town, the tied up. There you go. Well, Tyler Kinch is going to do a great radio interview with yours truly as well on my upcoming interview schedule. Check it out at the bottom of the homepage of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. As you may or may not know, John Michael Montgomery is a fantastic singer, but he's on his final year of touring in 2025. But his son, Walker Montgomery, is just getting started, and we're helping him get radio airplay and traction on country radio as well. His brand new single is called Strangers Like Us, Walker Montgomery, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Did you play that song that's spinning around? Ain't it something how Jones helps the whiskey go down? Getting over old flames, saying goodbye to what was. Two strangers like us. Yeah, I'll have one more. Can I buy you one too? It's getting crowded in here. Won't you slide down a stool? By the way, what's your name? There ain't no hurry, no rush. Two strangers like us. This feels like it might be the kind of night taking things a little too far. Although we don't know where this might go, we sure know where it starts. Dancing round this room, let the man in the neon moon do what he does, making brand new friends out of two strangers like us. Kind of night taking things a little too far. Although we don't know where this might go, we sure know where it starts. Dancing around this room, let the man in the neon moon do what he does, making brand new friends out of two strangers like us. Let me close out this tab. We can climb in a cab and leave this place in the dust. Every love that is true started with two strangers like us. That is true, started with two strangers like us.
This is Montana Lane, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country.
Way down
down deep, there's a secret that I keep for me. And just one more. Lips sealed amongst the word. This town hums like a hummingbird. Everybody peeping in everybody else's door. Your woman doesn't know there's a flame raging right under her nose. In a cage of wild desire is a tawdry secret, and that secret burns, burns day and night. Gotta lay low, keep it out of sight. Burns, burns night and day, trying hard not to give us away. Burns, 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 burns. You got yours and I got mine. That's a long way from satisfied. Some nights I just lay there in the dark, with him sleeping next to me, dreaming of the woman I'm supposed to be. Waking up next to nothing but a faithless heart. No, no, no. He will never know that this flame raging right beneath his nose. In a cage of wild desire is a guilty secret, and our secret burns, burns day and night. Gotta lay low, keep it out of sight. Burns, burns night and day, trying hard not to give us away. Burns, 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 our secret fire. I love you, you're so dang hot. Let's put a blue torch to everything we got. One night, just me and you, doing everything that we wanna do. Tell everybody we wanna tell. Let them all go straight to hell. That ain't gonna be. No, no, that ain't never gonna be. Could it ever be? Way down deep, there's a secret that I keep for me. Just one more.
Her name is Kimberly Gold. Now, Kimberly has an E on the end of it, so add that and go find Kimberly Gold on social media. She found me, and we have connected with that song, and she just sent me a couple of more. I got to get them in my email checked out and loaded into the system, but we got that one on the air tonight. Our Secret Fire, Kimberly Gold. What a fantastic song. This next artist has become good friends with a lot of artists I'm playing on the radio and doing some collaborating stuff and talking back and forth. His name is John McDuffie. Our good friend John McDuffie's latest single is called Lights of Nashville on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Every night when I lay down to sleep, my mind is north on 65, up the interstate to Tennessee, looking for the Nashville sign. When somewhere in the distance a spotlight hits the stage, and a crowd starts to roar, and a band begins to play. The lights Nashville keep haunting me in my dreams each night that shine on me. So I cross the stage and start to sing. I feel the heat just a dream. You know that's where I'm gonna be. The lights in Nashville keep haunting me. Grab some beer on my way home from work. Help me get to sleep at night. Play my guitar until my fingers hurt. Drift off sometime before daylight. Then somewhere in the distance, I see a spotlight hit the stage. And the crowd starts to roar, and a band begins to play. The lights of Nashville keep haunting me. In my dreams each night they shine on me. As I cross the stage and start to sing, I feel the heat on my face. And I believe it is my destiny. But if it takes all that's left of me, you know that's where I'm gonna be. The lights in Nashville keep haunting me. Whoa, yeah. Those lights are like a ghost burning in my mind. Always there, but just out of my reach. Shining on all I've missed and all I hope to find. When I wake up and they're shining on me. And I believe it is my destiny. Even though it might be just a dream. You know that's where I'm gonna be. The lights in Nashville keep haunting me.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Fields haven't changed since I was just a kid. It's where we played baseball and I had my first kiss. Change is overrated, there's so much that I would miss when you live amidst memories like this. The sky is colored by the dancing northern lights. A million stars can light up even the darkest Midwest night. Looking up with friends, drinking a six-pack of beer. We wonder what is going on up there. And it's not fancy, it's not fake, and it's give and it's not take. It's a place where everybody knows your name. And there's no stoplights, there's no crime, 3 bars to drink on a Friday night. Well, it's growing old with the people that you know. No, it ain't for everyone, but for me it's home. We know each other by the car that we drive. Going nowhere fast down every road on a tank of gas. Reason to lock our doors, no reason to look for more. If you got a question, that's what the Bible's for. And it's not fancy, it's not fake, and it's give and it's not take. It's a place where everybody knows your name. And there's no stoplights, there's no crime, 3 bars to drink on a Friday night. it's growing old with the people that you know. No, it ain't for everyone, but for me it's home. You can take your city lights, your concrete jungle paradise. You can look down at your patch of grass from your overpriced high rise. I'll be skipping those smooth stones with the ones that I know. No, it ain't for everyone. No, it ain't for everyone. For me, it's home.
Is Laura Zawasko. That is a great tune called Home, and I'll tell you what, we're going to get to hear the story behind that one in a great radio interview, in an upcoming interview on the interview schedule. Bottom of the homepage, check it out. It's a good one. KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. How many more will I add this Labor Day weekend? You got to refresh sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, we got a bunch of them coming, and a bunch of artists want to be on the show. That means a lot to me, and I love that, and we are already booking into January of 2026. So yeah, I'm going to be in radio another year. How about that? This next artist is Boss Stone. His latest single is called Down to Here on the Tim Kelly Show from Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Just a country boy with hair down to here. Rock bottom is cold and feels so near. Running my life shambles, clear down to here. Dear God, if you're down to here, I'm down here. Yeah, it's me, way down here. These boots have walked miles down this lonely road. Lord knows I've been high, that's probably why I feel so low. Got a 45 about to reload, but God first, will you take this load? I'm just a country boy, I'm still holding on. Dear God, if you're down to here, I'm down here. Just a country boy with hair down to here. Rock bottom is cold and feels so near. Running my life shambles, clear down to here. Dear God, if you're down to here, I'm down here. Yeah, it's me, way down here. Bottles and pills let me down. Time and time again they have picked me up, tossed me around, left me broken, bruised, banged up and farther from you. Mama said you will never leave me. The good book says you will never forsake me. I know hell is hot and beer is cold. The streets are tough, I hear, in heaven they're gold. I don't want another number, just want to sing another number. Up there or down here. Dear God, if you're down to here, I'm down here. Just a country boy with hair down to here. Rock bottom is cold and feels so near. Running my life to shambles, clear down to here. Dear God, if you're
listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Gentleman Jack cleans up real nice, but he had a temper cold as ice. Sex on the beach, yeah, that one was fun. He had me thinking he was the one. PBR didn't get me too far. He's still drinking in college bars. Jaeger bomb came on too strong. Said he loved me by the end of the song. None of them got me buzzing like you do. Something about your love that goes down smooth. Tasting it all, but I'll always come back to old-fashioned you. Once or twice I tried to give you up. I sailed the 7 seas with a bottle of rum. After a night of salty lime, I woke up to a tequila sunrise. None of them got me buzzing like you do. Something about your love that goes down smooth. Tasted it all, but I always come back to old-fashioned you.
She is my good friend Taylor Hughes, and her latest single out to radio right there is called Old Fashioned You. She is fantastic. Just became a mom not too long ago. Congratulations to her. And I got to meet her in person in 2023 in St. Louis, Missouri, when I hosted Freedom Jam USA. Thanks for being on this program tonight, everybody. We call it New Music Friday, but next week I will be back on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all times at 7 p.m. Central Time, playing the best in new country music. And I'll have lots of great interviews next week for you as well. I want to thank my special guests Mike Corellis and Francel for being on the program tonight. They were fantastic. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, wrecking bass down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on, oh, I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me